What's up, YouTube? Today you've got a couple of creatives on a couch watching commercials. The three of us came together and challenged ourselves to bring our favorite and maybe not so favorite commercials, and we're gonna watch them and respond to them today. Josh, you start us off. What do you got for us?
Thanks.
Is this as good or bad commercial?
We're starting off like this.
What the dude? So we're starting off like that.
Where was this aired?
It looks like it was in Europe, like the housing.
Yeah, that would
makes a
fly
lot
in the
more
U.S.
sense. I do like it a lot because it makes
See,
their point. You get the point of like it's 100% water emissions.
I also like there's a lot of dramatic pause at the beginning. Like you don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, what the hell is actually happening here? Where a lot of commercials try to do things so fast to where it's easy to let it fly by and not pay attention. So that was kind of nice.
My only criticism is that it does create, you are associating a negative thing with a brand.
Yeah.
And that's not great, especially when it's literally suicide. You're associating suicide with your brand. And
I'm sure this got flack afterwards.
Oh, I'm
for
sure
sure.
it did.
I'm gonna go a little bit more inspirational with mine. I love this spot.
If people say your dreams are crazy, if they laugh at what you think you can do, good. Stay that way. Because what non-believers fail to understand is that calling a dream crazy is not an insult. It's a compliment. Don't picture yourself wearing OBJ's jersey. Picture OBJ wearing yours. Don't settle for homecoming queen or linebacker. Do both. Lose 120 pounds and become an Ironman after beating a brain tumor. Don't become the best basketball player on the planet. Be bigger than basketball. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
Ow! Alright, so it's Nike. So they got big budgets. They make things look really good. They obviously put mad money behind the creative, which helps. But it also, I think it's a lot for a brand to like stand for something.
Yeah.
And a lot of clients fear and scare away from that. So I appreciate this spot and I love it, even though it's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, they understand their brand voice probably better than any brand. And the great thing too is like they don't have to push their product. They rarely have an ad just about their products. They only ever push their brand. I mean, the timing and the controversy of it, which kind of buzz for buzz's sake may not always be great.
But they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what was going to happen when they used Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
But regardless of it, like if you just ignore the political affiliations or what he stands for, like it's a good spot, just objectively. You can look at it in any timeline and it'll be fine.
It's not necessarily focused on the athletic ability. It's about focusing on the things that could hold people back and then reaffirming it with their tagline, just do it, which has been an ownable tagline since the beginning of the conception of their brand. The VO is great. It was empowering by not trying to be too empowering. Like this spot could have gone a whole different way if they were like, be the best, you know what I mean? But like,
That's usually what we're stuck with.
yeah.
Set fire to the hair, poke a stick at a
This is such a Nick commercial.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
I apologize.
By the psycho killer inside. Scratch your drug dealer's brand new ride. Take your helmet off in outer space. Use your clothes, dry your ass. Ways to die. So many long ways to die. Young moose during hunting season. Stop and nest her wasp for no good reason. Stand on the edge of the train station platform. Drive around the moon, gets out a level crossing. So many young ways to die. Be safe around trains. A message from Metro.
So one of those deaths, maybe two.
Two of them.
Two were with a train. My only good thing to say is like the animation was decent. It was paced well, but also way too long at the same time. And there's no way, unless it had the end card, that I would have known it was about Metro trains. Not a chance.
Yeah, I think the only plus for me is that it keeps your attention. But like, unless they're all train-related deaths, like, I'm feeling a slight disconnect. Like, the more memorable deaths to me are the ones that weren't the train, probably.
This aired in Europe, and it actually went viral across the US as well. It was a public service announcement trying to get people to stop being unsafe around trains. And it was so successful that it had multiple spin-offs, and it actually lowered the amount of reported near-miss accidents by 30%.
No way.
Yeah.
Ads that make a difference.
And on top of that, also created multiple mobile games. So it was a full campaign.
Well, I think the saving lives is probably a little cooler than the mobile games.
I mean, yeah, but I think they used the mobile games to also encourage their message.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy.
But this is one of those situations that, like, you can't sit down with your creative director and be like, this is exactly what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. Like, this is all an accident, and it's great. Like, the product that they got is awesome.
Yeah.
But there's no way you
The good thing though is when it's a PSA and not a particular product, I feel like you have a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to what you could potentially get away with. Oh, I love it.
Look, it's Buddy! I'm so glad you made it home. Because I just sold you on this website I bought with
Get your domain and website all in one place at GoDaddy.com.
I remember watching these ads, not just this one, but they had like some like model that they always had.
Danica Patrick.
They just like thrived on negative buzz.
Yes.
And I don't feel like that paid off for them.
So I like this because, again, back to what you said, like all the old GoDaddy commercials, I had no idea what GoDaddy was in those commercials. And at least from this, I at least get a product benefit, and it made me laugh, and
I still negative buzz. Ugh.
I also feel like this isn't that negative. It's just kind of like, I don't think anybody would ever actually do that. But now you know what the function of GoDaddy is.
Great ads either hit heartstrings or humor. And this one begins on heartstrings, like really well, and then you have
where it goes.
Then you have that tone shift to really good humor, and when an ad has like that great tonal shift, like
that's good.
You're gonna remember it. What the?
There's good reason for my glistening skin
Oh.
and how I shine and how my pores are so clean and clear.
Ooh. No.
I
God, the
eat
eyes.
little baby's ice cream. It keeps me young. I love my job. I love my life. When you eat little baby's ice cream, you wink and nod and hug and high-five each other with great enthusiasm. This is a special time. Little baby's ice cream. Ice cream is a feeling.
So my first thought when I saw this was the selling, right? Like, so like to me this had to be the ice cream owner. Like, how do you sell this in? So my guess is they said, all right, director, we want something that's gonna give everyone nightmares. They're like, okay.
Is walk in and say, this will be the cheapest commercial you have ever shot in your life. But the fact that he was eating it off of his head too just added to the horror that I'm gonna have when I go to sleep tonight.
Do you know the backstory behind this at all?
No.
Have you ever had Little Baby's ice cream before?
No, and I never will. No,
Okay, that's the question.
So no, did the ad work? No. I do not want it.
I feel like
I don't want to try it. Let's get that out of our mind. What's next? Oh yeah, my favorite spot of all time. Thank you. Here you go. Let's go.
she tried.
I love that commercial so much.
So good. I mean,
It's so
So that
good.
was 2011. What is that? Close to 8 years after Episode 3. This is like a lull period for Star
is
Wars.
this prequel time?
This is after prequel time.
The thing about Star Wars, though, there could be the
Timeless.
biggest lull ever, and everyone will know what you're talking
this is.
about.
Like they still were able to tap in to a culture that everybody at least will understand who Darth Vader is and why the remote start and the Force are related without even actually having to say it.
Yeah, and we see the car multiple times. We see Volkswagen over and
Is this
over.
why you have a Jedi?
Potentially. I think I bought it right after this, no joke. Yeah, I ended college in 2012, so like 2 years after this I bought my VW.
Yeah.
But I just love how cute the little kid is,
That's great.
I wonder
his
if
mannerisms.
And you don't even actually see him.
I
It's
know.
just Darth Vader the whole time. It's great.
Thanks for watching ads with us. We will definitely be cutting this into multiple videos because an hour and 20 minutes is far too long. So, with that, we'll see you in the next one.